Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl Moni, and I'm back again with another video. And oh my god, y'all, the doll here is here again, and I'm so freaking happy because I finally got my share of Windows 10, and y'all, it is snatched for repairs. Okay, it is snatched. I am here for it. I am so freaking happy. Okay. I'm so freaking happy. It's marvelous. It's marvelous. But I came up on here to, do my Pretty Little Liars season 6. Crap, what episode was this? I think it was 8. Yeah, episode 8. I don't know what the title is. Don't really care to even get into that. But anyways, let's get into this review / thoughts. Now, first of all, oh my god, last night's episode was not last night, Tuesday's episode. Child, what's today? I can't. Oh, child, today Thursday. My bad. Get into it. But Tuesday's episode was so amazing, and my mind was just like, oh my god, when Charles and Charles buzzed Redcoat in, and I knew that Charles and Redcoat were not the same person. I already knew. I suspected that a long time ago when we found out about Redcoat. But my guess, these are my theories. I'm gonna kind of turn this into a review / thoughts that's theories type of video. I honestly don't know. I really hope Cece isn't Redcoat, but then again, I don't know. It could either be Cece, it could either be Mona, it could be somebody that we know is Redcoat and has been Redcoat for the longest. And I'm still on the fence over who I think Charles is, because really we don't know. We can assume all day. Or whatever the case may be, but we don't know who Redcoat is, and we don't know who Charles is. So I'm just sitting back watching this whole thing play out because I'm really excited to know. And we got two. I think they said this week's episode that's coming up. That's the prom, right? And the finale is the week after that. So oh my goodness, I am so excited, you guys. And we're going to talk about Charles and Redcoat a little bit later in the video, but let's get into this first scene. What was the first scene? I think this was the scene of when all the girls were just sitting there talking about Charles. And first of all, Hannah, we get and understand Charles and how you feel about him. And yes, he's put the girls through hell. Let's not pretend that but let's not pretending. Listen. Let's not pretend that Charles is innocent in all this. I really do think that he's a good person inside, deep inside his heart. Even though it's black as my soul, not black as my soul, but even though it's black, and he probably doesn't have a soul left in there. He obviously has to have a soul if he's sitting up there treasuring memories of Allison and him and Jason together. Obviously he has a soul, but it's like tiny. But anyway, I really don't think he's that bad. And I really am starting to feel sorry for him. I feel like he felt neglected. He felt lonely. He felt ostracized. He felt forgotten. And maybe if we're going to figure out why Charles is Charles and why he's doing the things that he's doing. Okay. But what I didn't like about Hannah was, like, Allison is going through a lot. She's just learning now that her brother is Charles De Laurentiis, a.k.a. A. And you sitting up here saying all this ignorant and mean things to her. Like, she doesn't need this type of drama. She don't need this type of stuff, right? This type of bad energy you giving. She don't need none of that. Like, straight up. I really feel like Hannah owes Allison an apology, because no, you was sitting up there. I mean, the girl already going through a lot, and you added more salt to her wounds. Really? That was very rude, and that was very uncalled for, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Even though what she was saying was true, but still, it's still the fact of the matter that Charles is a sensitive topic for Allison, because she's trying to figure out why the hell is her brother turning into a monster. Why the hell is he sitting up here, sitting up here, doing all these stuff to these girls and torturing all of them? She's trying to figure that out. Excuse me. And I just didn't like how Hannah was just being rude to her, talking about, well, I'm sorry, Allison, it must suck. and all this. No, you owe her an apology, regardless of what Charles made you do in the dollhouse. And we still have yet to see what Charles made Hannah do in the dollhouse. And I'm really trying to figure out what the hell did she go through to make her such a bitch. Like, she's a bitch. Like, she's a bitch and she's an asshole. And I just didn't like it at all. I just didn't like it at all because it was out of line. It was wrong. It was disrespectful. You just don't do those types of things. And I don't even care. I don't care if Charles was Arya's brother, any of their brother. You just don't talk about people like that. Like, I just didn't like that. Even though she was saying the truth, but still, you could say the truth, but not be so harsh and mean about it. Because at the end of the day, that is Alicent's brother. Whether you want to refer to him as a monster or not, that is Alicent's brother. And that's just the whole point of the whatever. That's her brother. So you don't need to be talking to him about him like that. We don't know what the hell you went through in the dollhouse. I would like to know, but we still have yet to figure that out. I would love to see what the hell she went through to make her turn into such a bitch, because it is very uncanny to watch, and I get sick of watching her do this. Like, ugh. Oh my god, like, makes no sense. But in this episode, I already knew Clark was, y'all couldn't tell me no different. I knew Clark was in to be trustworthy. He gave me shady teas with them big ass Lay's chip lips he got. Okay? You can't trust them type of lips. Okay? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I ain't trying to do none of that. You just cannot trust those type of lips, especially him. He looked like the type that'll be posted up lurking in the bushes talking about. He looked like that type. He looked like a serial killer. He giving me serial killer tease. He giving me Michael Myers, Jason, and Freddy tease. Just how he be looking and staring at Arya talking about. So it must be hard going through what they're going through. Best believe I'm here for you. Like, he was being so creepy, and I was just like, if y'all don't take his ass on somewhere and take him and Nicole and go somewhere, it's gonna be a problem. That's instantly what I thought in my mind. I'm skipping around because I forgot some of the things that happened in the episode. Whatever. Hannah automatically thinking that Rhys Matthews is come on now. Even though he's freaking handsome, okay, he's handsome, he's sexy as hell. Oh, girl. I was about to speak in tongues because of how sexy he looks. He looks amazing. But just because he looks a lot like Jason doesn't mean for a fact that he's related to Jason. And that doesn't even mean that he's even A. And why would they, so early in the game, 2 episodes ago, reveal him right now? When they obviously said A is going to be revealed in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, A will be revealed. So stop jumping to conclusion talking about Rhys is A. Rhys is not A. Come on now. Y'all done this. Y'all accused Toby. Y'all accused Ezra. Y'all accused everybody around that y'all have accused have turned out to be sketchy for reasons, but they haven't turned out to be A. So I feel like y'all still gave Alicent a half-ass apology, and I didn't like that. Y'all owe her a big apology because she's not sketchy. She's not up to nothing. And I just can't for the life of me. I'm so sick of people on the show treating Alicent the type of way, talking to her wrong, and then getting mad when she resorts back to the old Alicent. I honestly miss the old Alicent, the bitchy Alicent, the Alicent that will tell you off in a minute. I miss her because this reserved Alicent, this nice Alicent is not doing it for me. Like, I love Alicent, y'all know that, but I love bitchy Alicent because she will get you together in a minute. And Hannah been talking to her crazy lately, and she hasn't said a word. But had it have been me, if I was Alicent, Hannah would have got cussed out. It's just that simple. Because you're not going to be talking to me crazy about my brother. Yes, my brother may be a little bit fucked up in the head, okay? Yes, he may be all messed up in the mindset. Yeah, but you don't talk about my brother like that when it's a sensitive fact for me. And I remember good memories about him. Not the person he is today, but the person he was back in the day. So, you know what, Hannah? You need to go somewhere with that attitude and shove it up your ass. That's what you need to do, baby girl. Because you're doing the most. And you got your peen from Caleb, so be damn happy, okay? All that damn complaining you was doing to Spencer, because Spencer was over there geeked up, high as a kite over those pot cookies, okay? You had the nerve to get on her talking about maybe she talking about sex is an addiction too. Child, boo. Spencer hasn't had none in such and how long, girl? If you want to talk about Spencer, you need to talk about yourself. You need to calm that attitude down with Allison, because Allison hasn't done nothing to you. All she's ever wanted to was try to help y'all girls out, and y'all had the nerve to turn your back on her because of Mona planting the eggs in the air, and y'all was stupid enough, and y'all was dumb enough, and y'all was slow enough to believe him. Really, yeah, that's my whole rant I just did on Hannah. Okay, because I'm still pissed off about her. She had the nerve to get mad at Allison, but yet Mona ran you over with a damn car and you forgave her so easy and quick. Faster than this. Okay, you know what? Let me calm down. See, this show really plays with my emotions. And I really do think Allie and Lorenzo are cute, but he's sketchy too, cause how we just seen Allie walk in, right? Cause she was giving him his keys and stuff back, cause she wanted to talk to Tanner about how she was feeling or whatever. She wanted to ask Tanner some questions, cause a lot of stuff just isn't adding up, and I agree, it's not. They're not doing enough, in my opinion. I was so here for Mrs. Montgomery going off on Tanner because they're not doing enough, in my opinion. In my opinion, they could do much more things. They could do way more things than they're doing right now, and it just makes no sense at all for them to sit up here and continuously say that they're working on it, they're getting all this information, they're doing all this, they're doing all that, they're doing all this and don't doing all that. When that's not the case. If that really was the case, y'all would have been caught this dude. The whole display, Arya's display thing, wouldn't have went like it was. The A photos wouldn't have been there. So you know what? Miss me with that BS, Tanner. You and your bad perm. Anyway, what else happened? Yeah, I didn't like how Lorenzo popped up on Allie like that. He was going off on her like, excuse me? Allison is not the same person, even though I kind of wish she was the same person. Oh, Allison would have cussed him out. Okay? Yes, God. She would have told him. She would have got him together real quick. And I would have been so here for it. But I really just didn't like Lorenzo's attitude. Like, he making me feel like he really low-key sketchy. He low-key sketchy. Because why you going to yell at her like that? All she damn did was get your damn keys and get the hell up out of there. And because she wanted to talk to Tanner. I don't see what the problem is. She didn't never use you or nothing. She was honest with you since day one. Okay? And she don't want them to kill her brother because she's trying to figure this out. She's trying to figure out why her brother is fucked up. Okay? And you have the nerve and the audacity to come at her wrong? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Lorenzo. I really hope your penis falls out at one point. Just for you even acting like that. That angers me. Because everybody knows Allison, Spencer, and Emily are my faves. And if you come for them, I will send for you. I will send a bunch of punches to your doorstep. On today, I say. What else? What I was going to say? I think, what else? But yeah, I already knew Redcoat and Charles were working together. It was obvious. Y'all couldn't sit up here and tell me that they weren't in cahoots and they weren't expiring this together. In my opinion, I really do think that Redcoat is in charge and Charles is like probably doing the bids, or it's either or. I really think, I want to know where the hell is Caleb? Okay, and where the hell is Toby? I don't even think we saw Toby this episode. No, we didn't. He was probably still fucked up from the weed candies or the pot candy, whatever Spencer had. What else? Yeah, I was not digging Hannah's attitude. I wasn't digging Lorenzo's attitude. No. I was not. No God. And I'm not digging Clark. He needed to jump his ass off a river or something. He needed to jump off a cliff. Really, because he's unneeded in this show. And I'm not understanding why he being so nosy. Why you all in Arya business? She don't know you like that. She ain't checking for you. She knows she wants some Ezra Payne. So let's stop acting like she's not, like they're not trying to be a thing. And then she asks, and how you gonna ask Ezra talking about some, you want to go to prom with me as friend? First of all, you and him have been through way too much to talk about y'all friends. You know you still want that pain. You know you still love him. So girl, stop. And Ezra, you know you still love her too. So stop acting like, oh, this, that, and the third about this whole Nicole character when he's not checking for Nicole. He made that clear. He's like, no, it's not like that. She's a friend. So, Arya, why were you so pressed? You were so pressed and salty, but you the one who said it would be a good idea for him to break up. So now that he's talking to Nicole, but they ain't emotionally there, it's a problem. All right, you need to make up your mind whether you want this man and his peen or not. If you don't want this man and his peen, then leave the man alone and let him do him. Because this continuously confusing mess, I ain't rocking with this. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time to try to figure out if Ezra gonna be together or not. I don't have time to think about that. Hell no. And Emily, girl, if you don't stop with this whole Sarah situation, Sarah, you hadn't talked to Sarah that whole damn day, okay? And you mean to tell me she's not sketchy? She's sketchy, and you too stupid to realize that. I'm so sick of you falling in love so quick with these females on these shows, and they turn out to be sketchy, and then you pressed and salty, but you yet fell for them. I'm so tired of you doing that, baby girl, because you know better. You know damn better. You know damn better. You are beautiful, and you are an amazing person. You deserve to be happy, okay? But Sarah is bad news. All Sarah's done is got you and your friends in trouble. Y'all should have left her ass at the dollhouse, okay? That's what y'all should have did. And for the looks of it, it really looks like she wasn't tortured to me when she was in the dollhouse. She was just listening to them scream, and she did nothing. She did nothing to help. So that should tell you something. She's sketchy, and I'm sticking by what I said. Either she's Bethany Young or she knows Allison. Because why? What's up with all these yellow tops, bruh? Allison had one, Mona had one, Bethany had one, and didn't Bethany have one? Yeah, Bethany had one, and Sarah had one. So what's up with all these yellow tops? What is the significance behind this? I'm excited, you guys, for next week's episode, because they're going to prom and A gonna hijack it, and I guess they're gonna come face to face with A. I'm so ready. I'm so hyped. This has been a long time coming. 6 years in the making, not knowing who the fuck A was, and now we're finally gonna figure out. And it better be a badass finale. It better be the best finale ever, next to the season 5 finale, next to the season 4 finale, next to season 3, season 2, all those finale. It better add up. It better be better than all those, or it will be a problem. That's all I know. That's all I know. Okay, Marlene, Miss Marlene, come here, baby girl. Come here. You know I love you. Okay, I love you down pack, honey. Yes, I do. Yes, God. Okay. Yes, God. Yes, I do. But I'm going to need for you to get it together. I'm going to need for you to get your shit together. I'm going to need for you to get it together. We ain't got time to be getting lied to anymore. We really don't. I really believe you're being honest this time. But for real, we ain't got time for you to be lying no more. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to wait a whole another season to know who A is. We should already know. We should have been, in my opinion, we should have been figured out who A was. But, but time is time. But those are basically my thoughts about it. Yeah. I'm leaving out on this note. Emily, stop obsessing and caring about Sarah when all she's doing is putting you and your friends in danger. You too dumb to see it because you're so stung off her puh. Arya, stop causing more problems and trouble for Ezra, knowing you're the one that broke you and him up in the first place. Ezra, stop sitting around there eavesdropping, lurking, even though we know Clark is a bad guy, but still stay out of the whole shit, because the last time you was involved heavily, your ass got shot. Let's see, Spencer, keep investigating and get Hannah together, because she's just doing the most. And Spencer, you and Toby need to work that thing out, even though he's became an asshole since he became a cop. Who else? Hannah, get the stick out of your ass, girl. Just because you got some peen the other week, that gives you no right or an excuse to be acting like an asshole to Allison. Allison is not the one that's been torturing you. Allison had nothing to do with that. And Allison has nothing to do with Charles, honestly. He's probably gunning for her because he feels like he was abandoned. He felt like they loved her more than him. He felt like all these types of things. So don't be gunning for her when it's not her fault. What else? I said Spencer, Ariana. And Allison, keep it in there, baby girl, okay? Keep it in there. Hang in there, all right? If you and Leslie are going to be a thing, let him be a thing. But I wouldn't trust him so quickly. He needs to earn your trust, okay? Because he working for them police, and they talking about something they going to shoot Charles in the neck, in the eye. Something they said, child. I wouldn't trust that. I would just keep fighting to this whole thing. So till next week, guys. I love y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Peace out. Your girl Moni, she out here. Bye. And that was a video. This is Monique Charnay, and this is The Moni Show.